Hey, what's going on everybody on YouTube? How's everybody doing? I'm doing just fine, doing awesome actually. So today, welcome back to another episode of Blondskunk's Building World. Oh yeah, you know what's going on. Gonna be a good episode today, I can tell you that already, just by looking at these beautiful shaders. We also have a resource pack installed, well not installed, but you know what I mean. We got a resource pack ready to go and all that stuff. So right off the bat, let's take a look at some of the stuff that I'm using for today, because we're probably going to be using this for a while until 1.13 comes out. And I was thinking, for this series in general, we just want to keep on the latest version. So we don't want to go in the snapshots or anything. We just want to keep on 1.12 and wait for the full release of an update. And maybe in Afterlife, let's say, we'll be going into like the snapshots and everything. So it gives you sort of a reason to go over to Afterlife, and also gives you a reason to come over this series as well. So you can look at the more of the newer stuff over in the Afterlife, and then we'll always just be one update, I guess, snapshots behind in this series. But that's okay, because I want the shaders, I want the Optifine, I want everything like that in this series, because I want this series to be the best quality for you guys. And you guys have been showing the support and everything, so I can't express that enough, how important that is to me, and how important it is towards the series, and how it's been keeping it alive even. It looks great, so thank you for that. It's definitely appreciated. But with that said, let's take a look at the shaders and the resource pack that I'm using. So first off, the resource pack I'm using is called Better Than Default by a Zombie Hunter. So if you want to get that, go ahead. I'm sure you can just Google it and it'll pop up. And it'll be right there, so you guys can get that if you're interested. And then we go over to the shaders pack that I'm using, and we also have this right here is what I'm using currently, and I also have the high version as well. I'm using the medium is because I'm recording, and continuum I can't even like run, so I guess that's a bad thing, but whatever, it happens. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool stuff there going on, looking good. So next thing, let's take a look at some of the stuff I did off camera over yonder. But yeah, look at this. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, over here, I did a lot of terraforming. Once I built this building right here, the Apple Ale Tavern, the full idea of this started to come together. Like this little path that leads up here, and then this little sort of like central little area right here, just lead it on to more ideas and everything. And look at that. Oof. Little bench, little light off in the distance into the ocean. It just looks very cozy. Even though it's so open, it just feels nice. Feels warm. And that could be the shaders doing that. But still, in general, without shaders, it still feels nice. And this right here, going up in the transition, going into like this dirt muddy pathway, really changes the area dramatically. You know what I mean? Just feels like a different area. Just feels like a little sort of forest walkway, even though we're up on this like little hill on a cliffside in the ocean. And I did all this, I terraformed all this, made it all really nice. Just added a bunch of leaves and foliage around, and it looks so good. Love it. I love how the red just pops out here and there. The white flowers dot it every so often. It just looks so good. When we come across this way, you can see I've started the foundation for what would be a bridge in the coming episode right now. We're going to be working on this today. And that's going to lead on to more of our base, or not base, I guess the starting area over here, or the apple orchard. Now, I built another apple storage barn, but I did that with structure blocks, which is kind of cool, which is really cool. So over here in this storage barn, I have stored Apple Barn 1, and it says plus NBT underneath it. Now that means that I've taken this guy right here, and I've control middle mouse clicked to get that. And I've basically copied a structure block. Now, if I take one of these, so if I go like that, I take one of these, And say I want to build another apple storage barn. Now, I'm not going to put one down right now, but I'm just going to show you. Say if I wanted to put an apple storage barn somewhere like over in this area. You can see this box over here is starting to show up. Now, it's hard to see with the shaders, but you can see this little black line right there. It's sort of flickering off and on. Kind of see it when I step back a little bit. That's where the build would show up. And then I can go into here and I can be like, okay, do I want it to be 90 degrees turn, 0, 180, whatever. And so now I basically can just have all the apple storage barns I could ever want without ever having to build one again, block by block. So that's actually just really cool. So we could do this a lot with a lot of builds. Now, for more unique builds like the Apple Ale Tavern, I don't think we'll be copying that over and over again. I think we're just going to have one Apple Ale Tavern and then one farmhouse, whatever. So that's kind of how I want those structure blocks to be, which I think is really, really cool. So I really enjoy structure blocks, and I really want to implement them into this world. And it's going to be really, really neat to see how that goes. But yeah, so I want to build this bridge with you guys on camera with you and all that stuff. So I really want to get started on this because this will allow me to start expanding out this area, decorating this area a little bit better and making it a little bit nicer. And it's just going to look really good in the end, I feel. This whole area is really coming together. And I was kind of worried at first about this area. I was really worried that it wasn't going to be something I would enjoy in the end. Was it going to be that unique of a project, or was it going to be something that I've just done before? And turns out, it is definitely unique. It is a fun project to work on. Now, the builds may look similar, obviously, but that's my building style. That's how I build. And that's fine. But arranging the builds in such a way that it looks different and has a unique feel is really, really cool. So, for example, like having little apple trees around the area. Probably wouldn't be a normal thing you would do with, like, a castle build. Those little things really help spark the build to be something better than I could ever imagine. It's definitely something really, really cool. And I hope to do that with more projects in this series. And I hope to do it. I have to continue it. Now, what is this doing right here? Hello. Oh, not what I want. There we go. But yeah. Sticking with the same style, definitely in this series, in this project, has really been a fun thing to work on and just expand upon this little sort of just bright, happy build style. Like this is like a bright build, especially with the shaders on. You can really see that. This build is it's got a bright roof to it. It's a happy build. A happy build. And you can tell that by looking at the build. Which I really like that. I really like that about this whole build style and whatever we're trying to go for here. Makes it look really good. So, the other thing is how many compliments I've been getting about this series as well. Like, a lot of people have been telling me, like, this project that I'm working on, this little apple farm or whatever, really is just cool. It like everybody tells me, like, it's bringing me back to my Minecraft roots, or bringing me back to when I used to play Minecraft. And I think that's so cool. And I'm not trying to be cheesy or anything. I'm not trying to be, like, dorky or whatever. And I don't care if it is, but it's just cool. If you get that feeling, let me know down in the comments below. Like, does this series bring you back to a point in your Minecraft playing history where you just, it reminds you of when you first started, or reminds you of something that would be like an old series on YouTube or whatever? If it does, let me know, because that's really cool. And I like that it does. Really cool stuff. But yeah. I enjoy this series. I really do. And I think it's all because of, like, how much support it gets. It's one of my best performing series on the channel, which is incredible. Granted, there's only 4 episodes, but those 4 episodes have done outstanding in views and ratings and just everything. And I have only you guys to thank for that. So that's really, really cool. And I appreciate it. So, but yeah. It's really, really neat to see that. Really, really, really just a really good, just cool thing. But yeah, we got this build going here. And it's looking pretty nice. I like it. I really do like it. It's looking pretty fancy. I want to add a little bit of birch underneath here to break up the dark pattern that we got going on. So underneath here. But yeah, so I thought I would just tell you guys that about the whole series and in general and everything, because I feel like that was something that I haven't really touched on too like deeply about, but I just wanted to get that across to you guys that it's really been cool to see everything that you guys do for the series and all the ideas you guys have and all that stuff. So I just don't want to sound like a plain Jane YouTuber here, but it's true. It is true. But my main topic that I wanted to talk today about, like just, you know, while I build this build and all that stuff, is the YouTube channel in general. And how it's been going as of late. Because I know some of the content on the channel has been you know, well, not the content, but just the videos in general. I've been kind of slacking on the videos, you know. It may look like I'm just not wanting to post videos at the moment. And you know, you may be right in one sense, but in another, I always want to post videos. Videos are always on my mind. You can ask anybody. Like there's never a time where I'm like, oh, I don't feel like posting a video today. You know what I mean? And, you know, granted, there is times where I'm just like, I don't want to. But, and I won't lie to you, you know, it'll be like, eh. But it'll have to be like one of those scenarios where I'm just really tired. Especially now, with me working and everything, it can be a bit of a struggle trying to record a video and getting it edited and everything before you know, before I have to go to work and all that stuff, and just having it ready, and then being after work, I'm just tired and all that stuff. So, and I promise it's not just an excuse just to be like, I don't want to do this anymore, you know what I mean? Because I do. YouTube has been a passion for me ever since I started the darn thing. Like I've always wanted to make this now work. Like it's come to my like senses that I want to make this work now. Like this is not a thing that I just want to brush off to the side and just forget about. This is a thing that I want to you know, not pursue in a way, but just keep in mind. I think that's a good way of saying it. So that's I definitely something I want to just keep doing, keep working hard at, and hopefully one day I will, you know, make something out of it. And, you know, as they say, hard work does pay off, and I truly do believe that. So hopefully that is a true statement there. Hard work does pay off, and because I put every ounce of effort into this YouTube channel, I really do, trying to get videos out for you guys whenever I can. And if I honestly don't feel like posting a video, I'm not going to post a video because I won't be in the mood. You gotta definitely be in the mood to do so. If you ever do YouTube, if you've done YouTube, you'll know that YouTube is something that you need to be in the mood for. You need to be ready to go for. You need to be just, you know, in the mood to do. And when you're not at your best. You always want to show your best. At a job interview, at a out in public, you know, when you're on your first date. And I guess you could put YouTube into that category as well. Like, you always want to show your best. You want to show your audience your best. And then when you're, you know, not feeling it, you know, you don't want to show your audience your best. And I on streams and stuff, I will show you guys not, you know, so much my best, like where I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling tired. As of late, this past week, I started working, and it's been a struggle because I really got to just figure out my schedule, sit down, and just get it good to go. And after work, I'm just tired, so, you know, I don't have time. I just want to fall asleep afterwards, and then go work the next day, wait till the weekend, you know, and that's how it's been all this week. But You know, I'm gonna make it work. That's what I want to do, and that's what you do in this life. You just gotta make it work. That's how I've always been. Just make it work. Go with the flow and just make it work. Do what you want to do, but in the meantime, do what you need to do to get there. And that's sort of a thing I'm living by now. Like, that's how I feel about it. What is this now? What is this block? Hang on a second. Let me just check out this block real quick. Whoa, that's a weird texture for a lamp. Hello? What? What? The heck? What the heck's going on with that lamp? Okay, never mind. Sidetrack. But that's how I felt. That's how I feel about, like, just wants and needs, right? So, like, if you want to make YouTube work, you got to do what you need to do to get there. So if that requires working another job in the meantime, do it. You know what I mean? Now I'm not saying I want. Now that's not saying YouTube's gonna be a job within a year or 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now. You know, that's something that'll be down the line. Definitely. Would it be nice if it happened like right now? Sure. Yeah. Definitely. But will it? No. But I will keep trying, is what I'm trying to say. I know there's some times where I fail to post a video or whatever, and you guys are so supportive when I can't get a video out. You know, like you're just there for the videos when they do come out, and that's awesome. So really cool stuff there, and I love it. So thank you for that. But with that said, there will be more videos coming out. There will be more stuff underway because school is done. My life has started, right? As people would say, like, now you can live your life free from, you know, what's it called? School. I forgot the name of it for a second there. So that's exciting. That's something to look forward to because now I can focus on YouTube. Obviously, I'll be working, but, you know, school's not going to hold me back from, you know, doing YouTube. Now, if I, you know, when I work, it will, right? There'll be times where I'll have to say, hey, guys, there won't be a video today, whatever. And I'll have to focus on work then. But that's okay. Because you miss one day, whatever. So it just happens. Let's see what's going on here. Something weird's going on. This one right here. What's happening here? Is there? Weird. This isn't. Oh, this bridge isn't equal. Huh. Okay. It's not equal on each side, but I think that's kind of unique and looks neat. So we'll keep it. We'll keep it. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, I just want you guys to know that I am committed to this and doing this whenever I can, if I got the time or whatever. So it's still fun for me. Like, this is still like something I enjoy to do. It's a hobby, right? And I still love it. I think it's fun. So I'm obviously gonna keep on working hard at it, and just if I want to, I'm gonna try to make it work. Obviously, that's what you do with all hobbies. You want your hobby to take off. You know, like, you know, drawing, artwork, whatever, music. You know. And you'll do everything you can to make it work because that's what you love to do. You know, it's just something I can't do right now currently because I got, you know, that's what you have. You have to earn money, but to earn money off your hobby is like the dream, right? That's when you're feeling happy and you're feeling confident. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. And hopefully that if you guys are working, you're going off to college or whatever. Maybe you guys could relate to me in some sense. If you have a YouTube channel, you know, you find it hard. You love to do YouTube. You're just finding it hard right now to do YouTube. But let me tell you something. If you work hard at it and you keep going at it, it'll pay off. It will. And that goes for anything, any hobbies that you have. For me, I like to play instruments. You know, I play piano, guitar. I play a little bit of harmonica and ukulele. So more of piano, guitar, more. But I practice those every single day, and I always try to make that some way part of my life. And if that ever worked out, I would love that just as much as YouTube. So I have different like talents and hobbies and all that stuff. So definitely really cool stuff. So let me know what you guys think of what we got going on here with the whole YouTube channel stuff and everything. If you guys can relate and all that stuff, and hopefully if you're going through the same thing, I can relate. If that's what you're doing. But yeah, let's talk about the build now. Let's take a look at this and what's going on over here, because this is looking lovely. I think this looks pretty freaking good. If we're walking up this trail here, and we're walking it up a little bit, you can kind of see we get this nice like direct feeling that it's going straight across. Now we have a bridge to cross over to our other area over here, which I think is really, really cool. And look down across the cliff here, little pond down there, really looking good. And the style of this bridge looks really nice as well. Really, really neat. Really neat looking. Look at that. Wow, just in the distance back there. Oh, love it. Oh, I'm in the water. Get out of the water. Oh, man, that looks pretty good. Whew. Let's get a screenshot. Let's see if we can get a screenshot on camera. I don't normally do this, but let's see if we can find a nice thumbnail screenshot. Ooh, right there. Ooh, let's get the blue wool out of there. Blue wool, get out. Get out. We already know what you are saying here. It's to expand the waterway there. Man. I don't like that screenshot. That's not a good one. That's not a good one. We gotta find a nice one. Nice one. Like that, maybe? Nah. Like that. No! House! In the way. Nope. Oh my god. Can never get the perfect screenshot. This is why I don't do it on camera, because I have to spend hours and hours in trying to find the perfect one. So let's go down here. Ooh, lovely. Look at that. Yes. Boom. Now that may or may not be the thumbnail for this video. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Blondskunk's Building World. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. There was a lot to go over in this episode. Just talking about the channel in general and just talking about what I've been doing as of late. I like to get real sometimes and talking about life and all that stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully I didn't bore you to death with the conversation there. And hopefully it gave a little bit of insight into what I was doing. Also, hopefully you enjoy the what's coming along in this series as well. Thank you again for all the support that you guys do for the series. And with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And as always, don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you guys next time.